From the first time I watched SubUrbia, I could not get Jeff out of my head. He just felt different than any other slacker I had seen. At first you might think, oh, he's just another slacker, but the more you listen to him, the more you realize how smart and intelligent and aware he actually is. Sure, he was not the most likable, but he had the potential, and yet he was stuck in the same place every night outside a 7-Eleven trying to convince himself that he was above it all.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't need a limousine to know who I am, all right?
Right on. You know what? He doesn't need the limo, man.
I mean, at least I admit I don't know. I know that things are fucked up beyond belief, and I know that I have nothing original to say about any of it, all right? I don't have an answer. I don't have a fucking message.
So we learned that Jeff is in his early 20s and that he dropped out of college, lives in his mom's house, has a girlfriend named Suze, and every night he hangs out with the same group of friends whom he doesn't really have anything in common with anymore. And you always see him ranting about different things, politics, society, consumerism, all of it.
In this mosh pit of consumerism with all these people eating
Jeff.
chunks of dead flesh.
Jeff.
Like fucking robots. Look at those kids right there.
Jeff.
And so we see one of his insecurities through when his old friend Pawnee, who's now a successful musician, comes into town. Jeff is now confronted with his own fear and jealousy of him. And it's not just his jealousy towards Pawnee's success, but rather the validation that comes with it. And since Jeff cannot admit that, he lashes out on him and calls him a sellout throughout the movie.
Does that mean you're a genius? You're a great artist? You're higher up the ladder? You got an extra gold star on your fucking forehead?
But it's not just with Pawnee. That same fear shows up in Jeff's relationship with Suze too, because she's not successful yet, but she's on the edge of becoming someone like him, someone who actually left, who tried, and that terrifies Jeff as much. She wants to move to New York, chase something bigger, and actually risk failing, and instead of supporting her, he tears her down, not because he doesn't believe in her, but because if she goes and makes something of herself, he will be the only one left behind. And so as he walks all the way back to 7-Eleven, he starts to see himself a lot more clearly now.
You know, it used to scare me so much that I didn't know what was coming in my life. You know, like I would always think, what if I make the wrong move? But maybe there isn't any right move. You know, I mean, look at us. You know, we all dress the same, we all talk the same, we all fuck the same, we all watch the same TV. Nobody's really different, even if they think they're different. Oh boy, look at my tattoo, you know?
He used to be scared of not knowing where his life was going, but now he starts to accept the uncertainty. Maybe there isn't a perfect move, maybe no one really knows what they are doing, and maybe that's okay. You don't have to know the next move, you just have to be willing to move forward.
And see, that's what makes me free. Because I can do anything I want, as long as I don't care about the result. Anything is possible. It is night on planet Earth, and I'm alive.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the analysis. I have been thinking about doing an entire video about Jeff for a long time now, since I have never related to a character as much as I did with Jeff. It was like seeing a reflection of myself and everything that I do, consciously or subconsciously. And I'm also new to the whole analysis thing, so if you have anything to add, or whether you agree or disagree with me, feel free to leave it in the comments. And yeah, that's pretty much it.